Hey everyone, my name is Tristan and welcome to my workshop. I recently finished my foam Mandalorian armor and I'd love to have it on display. Unfortunately, I didn't have any mannequin to put it on, so I made one myself. I wrapped myself with saran wrap and duct tape and then I filled up that form with expanding foam. It was not an easy process, and when I was done, I realized that that mannequin would be perfect to pull templates from. But now I needed a new mannequin for my armor, so I made new templates for foam based on the duct tape mannequin. And that's what we're building in this video. If you want to make your own cosplay dummy, the templates are available over on my Etsy store for pretty cheap along with many others. Getting the templates will make it so much easier to follow along with this video. But now let's get into building this mannequin. Here are the templates we'll be using for this project. This time I'll be using 1/4 inch floor mat foam because it's the cheapest option. I start by laying the templates on the foam and then I pin them in place using sewing pins. Next, I use a Sharpie to trace around each template piece. After that, I transfer the registration marks on the foam. These will help with lining up the pieces when gluing them together later. After removing the pins from the template pieces, I also mark each edge with its corresponding letter. And of course, I lengthen the registration marks into the template parts on the foam. It's time to cut out our pieces. Take out a sharp box cutter and separate your big sheet of foam into smaller, more manageable pieces. Once that's done, I carefully cut out each piece, making sure to keep my knife perpendicular to the table. Almost every piece gets cut out with a straight cut. The only one that needs an angle cut is this one. So angle your blade into the piece at around 45 degrees and simply cut it out. It's time for some gluing, and for that I like to use barge contact cement. For this project you'll need a really strong glue because there's gonna be a lot of tension on some of the parts. I start by gluing all the darts closed to make the assembly process easier. The easiest way to add glue to your darts is to fold your piece of foam in half so you can apply glue to both sides at the same time. I give the glue a couple minutes to dry and then I close up my darts following the registration marks and making sure my seams are flush. It's finally time for assembly, and I start with the arm. Glue the two A edges together and then close up the arm by gluing the other side. Finally, cap up the arm with the C piece. It's time for the upper body assembly. Glue the L edges together, followed by the D edges. Finally, cap up the neck with the half circle piece. Now let's make the leg. Start with the M edges. This part will require a bit of stretching to fit properly. Next, glue the two sides of the leg together on the R and Q edges. And finally, close up the leg by gluing the two other sides together. Let's put everything together, starting by attaching the upper body to the leg. Gluing these parts together will be a little tricky, but if you take your time, you should be fine. Once you're done with the leg, it's time to attach the arm. Make sure you follow the registration marks and take your time. When you're done, you should have one half of a cosplay dummy. To make the other half, all you have to do is flip the templates before tracing them on your foam, and then follow the exact same steps as earlier. Now is the trickiest part of this build, putting the two sides together. I did it in sections of about 10 inches, alternating from the front to the back until I got to the neck. Now that your mannequin is finished, you'll realize that it's pretty soft and kind of flimsy. If you want it to be sturdier, you can fill it up with this two-part expanding foam. This one is from Sika and it's made for fence posts. You'll need about 3 bags for one mannequin. I decided to keep my cosplay dummy as is, since it only needs to hold up my foam armor. I decided to build a little base for my mannequin and I'll quickly show you how I did it. I first cut out all the pieces to form a box out of thicker floor mat foam. Next, I measured a space between my mannequin's legs so I know where to make the holes. Then I use a sharpened PVC pipe of the same size as the ones I'll be using to hold up my mannequin, and I drill it into the foam to make perfectly round holes. Then I transfer the placement of the holes to a thicker foam sheet, which will be the base of the box. and I use the same sharpened PVC pipe, but this time I only drill about halfway through the foam. This should hold the PVC pipes pretty securely. Now let's glue everything together using contact cement. I start by gluing the side parts to the thicker base. Then I carefully glue the corners together as cleanly as I can. I cut out a support which I'll glue in the center of the box. This should keep the top part of the box from sagging. And the final part to glue on is the top piece. I used wax paper to prevent the piece from sticking in the wrong position. And with the box finished, I tested the fitment of my PVC pipes. You'll need at least one of the pipes to be 2.5 feet or more to hold up the mannequin properly. The other PVC pipe can be as short as 1 foot since its only job is to keep the mannequin from moving around. And here's the test of attaching the mannequin to the base. All you have to do is slide it on. And here's the foam mannequin next to the duct tape dummy I used for the template. And now you should have your own EVA foam cosplay dummy. Now you know how to make your own super simple cosplay dummy which you can display your armors on or pull templates from. As I said at the start of the video, the templates to make it are available over on my Etsy store for pretty cheap along with many others. And if you want to see more of what I do, things that don't always make it into my videos, you can go follow me on Instagram. All the links will be in the description. Now this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more cool projects like this one. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.